Yes, good morning, everyone. Yes, Sangeeta, am I audible?
Yes,
Okay. Right, so we'll start the session now. Just a minute. SCT 1 we have completed yesterday, and today we need to check the SCT 2. One second. Right, so in SCT 2 we used to maintain history also. So how to maintain the history by using SCT 2 columns. So there is a effective date, end date, and surrogate key. These are called SCD2 columns. Right. Suppose user ID. This one is a user ID. So this user ID is purchased some product or ordered some product or purchasing some product. So from which date to which date? Like from January 1st to 14th of April, it is purchasing this particular project or product, and after 14th, like from 15th onward till now, it's having this headset, this product. In telecom sector, like we used to do this thing, like any particular customer is purchasing what from which date to which date and currently what. So this is kind of SCD type 2 data. It is having history also, like earlier it was purchasing this particular product and currently headset. This is, so how to see that it's current? So there is a end date. If end date is high, we can understand. Sometimes there is an extra flag is also there that become active and inactive. Like that will be active for the latest data and inactive for all the history data. So that is kind of a soft delete, or so either by that flag or by the end date, we can search out what is the latest and what are the histories. So how to implement this in Abinitio? So this is a master table, and daily basis, like we receive the delta load. So here, yeah, we'll do a change here in delta file. Road assign delta. Right. So one headset, instead of headset, we will put some other things. And 23. Okay, we will one record we will update and one record we will insert. So we'll see here how many records are there in this master file. till 23 of the customer, user ID 23 max, I think. Okay, so we will do one thing. We'll These files are generated on Unix actually. So either we need to go to Unix and change, or otherwise we can change here also. Like some other customer 24, which has ordered a headset. Yes, that's it. So this customer has updated its product, and this customer is a new customer having a new product like this. So how to achieve this SCT type 2? First, let me save this file here in this section. Copy this. Hmm, okay, fine. This is old data, and it's updated one SCT2. Here it is. Right. So we need to update one record here with keeping the history intact. So keeping the history intact means actually what we need to do for old record. We need to close the old record with end date equal to today minus one. Like this is the old record, so we need to close this with today minus one date, and that new record set of box that we need to insert here with a new surrogate key and customer ID 1 and a set of box and today's date and high date. That much we need to do for existing record. So again, same thing will join here on customer ID, user ID, and common records will be sent to output. So we can select all the delta record because we are going to send this for updation, and end date for searching out the end date high date product only should be updated. So in reformat here, we will have a two ports. One port will pass for updation and one for port will pass for newly insertion. Like the common record, we do two treatments. One is updating the end date with today minus one, and one treatment is adding it as a new with a new surrogate key. Right. So that's why two ports are there. So in a first port, um, yeah, one more thing. In select condition, we need to write that only those things should be selected for which the date is high, so that it will update end date high date product only with today minus one. It will close the end date. And yes, here also, like we will send all the delta data as it is. User ID is this. We need to update according to delta. So 1 minute. This today minus one is the end date, which we are going to update there, and user ID is okay. Then okay, just user ID and the updated data also we need actually. Where it is, how it is going. Product is updated, so we should have sent the updated product as 1 minute. What is the DML here? user ID and in. Yeah, yeah. We are just updating the end date. We are not updating any project, any product or anything. We are not. Yes. So we need to send only user ID and end date with -1. Okay. Then here we have took actually two joins for avoid lots of this thing. Otherwise, I think we could have done left join here itself. If we could have done left join and updated here itself by checking and updating, but it will take lots of data will be checked and updated. So we have first done this operation, and then in this join, left join will happen. And for that ID, which is matching, it will take the end date from today -1, or other for others record it will go as it is from the input. So this data is going as it is, and this data, if it is end date is coming for from the matching, for a matching user ID, end date will be taken from delta, and for non-matching user ID, the end date will be taken from master only, high or whatever as it is, it will go. So this here we have connected one new master file, that again same thing, at last we'll move it to the main master, rename it. And this second port we are sending for insertion. So this port TML is same as the delta, right? Because this is delta, and to use this unused one port there also we are receiving new record of delta only, from delta only. So this data, that is a new record, and this data which is a existing record, but after updation, like in a next phase, we need to insert those record as a new. In updation in SCD type 2, we just close the end date. We update only the end date. We don't update the data. We insert that same data as a new with a new SK, right? So we gather all this flow, and from gather we'll pass it to assign key component. This component very simple. It doesn't take much parameter. It takes just the natural key. So in natural key, we need to select the proper, like what is the naturally key is prime user ID, and then surrogate key column name sk. That's it. Then what it will do, and the PID and UID and sk both should be there in master as well as in delta. So in delta also sk is there, but it's empty. Okay, but just for maintaining the structure we are keeping it here. If it is not coming from delta, then here we need to do some transformation before like after gathering here, we need to have a reformat and add one sk empty column here, and then pass it to this component. Okay, so that in that column it will add that extra sk. So yes, now what assign key component do, it used to take one input from top master table. Why? So that it will search out the max surrogate key in master. From that max onward, plus one it will go on doing for every new record. And this data, it will be go as it is. Okay, just assign key will add that surrogate key column which is null. It will be fill that with plus one, the max which is received after that plus one, like that for every record, and entire data will flow as it is. Now we need to take a reformat which is a master kind of layout, and here we are passing all the delta data plus extra columns like end date with a hard coding as today minus end date is high, right? And effective date is today's date. That's it. And then we will append it in append mode in same product assign name table which we have updated earlier. So in append mode, it will be appended. Like yesterday, we have seen this all. So in SCD2, just few more things are there. Like assign key component is here, and here two operations are going on for the common record. This much remaining is same as SCD1 only. right? So when we will run this graph, this will have all the updated record. Okay. I have run the move condition also. So it has moved to main. Like end script is written here and move this to that. So at the end of the script, it has moved it, and now it is deleted. Move means renamed, so this is deleted, and master is updated. So here master table have the updated and newly inserted data. One second. It's not updated. 1 minute. Script and prod assign. No, it has not changed it. 24 records are here, and mhm, might be some issue in this script. I will remove it time being. So it's supposed to be like this. Okay, but end date should be close here. What end date should be closed actually. 15th April till today -1. Yeah, end date will be closed with this, and next time end date should be high. Uh, 24 is not there. What it's doing actually? Two records it's showing, it's appended, but I will see in a formatted grid mode if. Yeah, this is 24th record, and because we ran 2 time, it has. Yeah, because of 2 time of running the graph, it has inserted two records 2 times. Like existing was, if it is not changed, it's not supposed to do actually. I will put one more filter there. This is one record, like its early product is this, then Yeah, then this set-top box is no headset should be closed with today minus one and new product effective date is today date and this should be high date. But we have run two times, might be that's why. Yeah, that's why two times at center. I need to do some more changes here. Um, Common record sending, but here it should have one more filter. Like if there is a change happen, then only if no change, then it should not go for updation. And that should be high and there should be any change should be there. UID is okay. This product ID should be changed. Only one column is there, product ID, not equal to. If more than one column are there, we can put all by separating with or pipe. If then change, else not changed. 1 second. Here it's taking this particular from where it's propagating from no. Okay. Okay. Here I will replace this file with product assign master table or product assign table. Which one? A minute. Okay, currently this doesn't have any new, only one record is there. So it will be updated to headset first time. Setup box, yes, and hide it. And here at last it should be insert this 24th element, right? Because delta is having this, and then we will change one more time here. Now from setup box to, it has changed to some other, and 24 instead of, we will insert 26. Okay, and we'll run the graph again. So this again updated, like earlier it is holding this thing, but we are running the graph today only, so it will close with 27th May. This record and new record will be inserted with 28th May and 31st of December. And yes, so 1 minute, 1 minute. It will not do because we are not moving it. First, we need to move it. Yes, this is done. Now we'll do the changes here. And we'll leave this as it is, 26th one. Okay, so yes. It should not change the 26th one. It should just update the existing one. Okay, so it has inserted earlier this with hided. So insertion is happening and updation is happening. Done. We need to check the data in formatted text more, I think. Because see here data is going flowing here. One record. And only one record. 26 is not flowing, only first one, and it's updating. And here also one record. Yeah, same one record is it's inserting. Yes, so the setup box it has newly inserted with effective date today, and this thing it has not touched the 26th record, and this is closed. So one having three records. This is history, and this is latest, and one more is there, old one, that is also history. This one. So it's working properly. Okay, one having three records with two history and one latest, and 26 is unchanged, and we didn't insert anything new. Right. So any question in this, how to implement SCD type 2? Yes. Sangeeta and Krishna Kumar, is it clear? Hello?
So you just Sangeeta dropped.
Okay. Okay, Krishna Kumar, is it clear to you?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Then next is a by table. Also, we can do this. Like this is a master table and delta table. Similarly, we can join on the common key. Here customer table is there. So customer code is a common key, and we are sending all the delta data for insertion purpose and master data for updation purpose. Like master data means customer. No, 1 second. This is end date that will be closed, and customer code. These two are important. Status, either we can check with end date high, those we can send for, or based on status inactive we can send them. For status inactive, not inactive, active one. Active status we will make it too close to inactive, and end date we will make it close to high date, not high, today -1, and based on this customer code. So this three thing we are sending in output for updation, means closing end date and making status inactive for that customer which is common, and for that customer which is having high end date. So this high end date and status, this will be selected from this input data, and for that customer which is having high end date and status is active, this new record, there that will be changed. Okay, end date will be closed for that, and this new delta data and will be go for insertion. Status and city, name and city, these columns will go for insertion, because in SCD type 2 we don't change the data, we just change the end date, and data will be go as it is for insertion purpose. And today -1, this we are just taking from here, so that in update table we can write, and here we are checking that if there is any change happen, then only those records should go. Again, same thing in reformat. One port is redirecting. Okay, um, this is the 10th port. It is going for updation. So here it will end date status. This both will be updated, and customer code, based on the customer code, it will update the end date and status. En is the end date -1, so it will be used for updation purpose. Then this is delta data as it is, it's going for insertion. Second port we will connect for insertion purpose, we'll send it to downflow, and this update common record and this particular, it will be gathered and sent for updation. And surrogate key, actually we can, in table we can use a sequence and trigger and can maintain surrogate key at the oracle level itself, or database level itself. So we no need to use a sign key column here. Right. In update table component, we can update table name, set end date equal to today -1. That means En, status inactive, where customer code. So for for which customer it will be updated, for which the end date was high. So here itself we are having a condition, like flag should be changed and status should be active, or end date should be high. For those customers whose status is active, their end date will be high only. So either one thing you can take, and this will close their end date with today -1, and downflow will insert the data in append mode. So here load in append mode, and truncation will happen at the end. The delta will be empty at the end, means at the last phase, and it will make the delta to be ready for next flow. Right. So this much for SCD2. Okay, Krishna Kumar, I will ask one question if it is clear. So in um like you have not worked on tables, right, up to now in your projects?
And
Okay, so you can implement that on file, or so currently I will ask one question that's answer that. Suppose a user is there, it has changed its location from Pune to Hyderabad, and master table have Pune location, earlier location. Okay, then from 2000. 0101 or 0202 till now. That means end date. This is the data in master table. And today you have received that it has changed customer ID C101. It has changed its location to Hyderabad. So how you will update it in the SCD type 2? Yes, Delta. This file is received and this is the master data either in table or file. How you will update this? Can you explain? As SCD2.
We will update actually the we will update the master data with the delta data with the date 25/05/29 with the city name.
That means you will update this to Hyderabad and this to this date. Is it? Are you saying this or different?
Yeah, that only. We will update actually.
No,
See,
not like this. We will not update anything here in master table. In existing data, like its surrogate key is suppose S111. So we will not update anything here. Just end it, we will close. In SCD type 2, we don't update directly data. Like in SCD1, we replace it. But here we don't touch any data. We just close the end date, and if flag is there, that also with today minus 1. Means we received it on 29th of May, so 29th minus 1, 28th of May. And if flag is there, suppose that was active earlier, that means customer was currently staying on location. So it was active. Now it will become inactive. And what will happen for new data? It will be inserted as a new by down operation. That's why we are gathering there, right? With new surrogate key. Suppose 800 surrogate key is done up to now. So it will insert this data. With end date is today date. And sorry, effective date is today date. End date is high and inactive. So now this is the location. So it is having history also, like he was staying in Pune from this date to this date. But now currently it's inactive. That means it has shifted to Hyderabad from this date to currently. Its end date is high and it's active. That means currently. Currently, this is the status. This is the latest. Right now, again, suppose you will receive file tomorrow with not tomorrow, next year on 26th 2026, that it has changed its location to suppose Bangalore. So what will be the now updation? This is the master data.
so it will change actually the surrogate key value, then city name. No, city name is Bangalore. Yeah, will city name and date will be 29/05/26, and then closing date will be the active one, and the previous record will be actually, I mean to say, 899. That
Mhm.
in there we will update the date with 29/05/26, and that record will be marked as inactive.
Exactly. 2605/28
Nine.
today minus 1. It will be closed with today minus 1 date, and it will be marked inactive, and this will be inserted with today date, that is 29, and 99 high date, and it will be active. This is SCD2 how it maintains. This is only we are doing here, like that customer has changed its product, so it was maintaining in this manner. So this operation, closing operation, is done by upper flow, this flow, updation, or in file case with this flow, port 1, right? This is updation is happening. And down, we are reinserting with new surrogate key, right? Here, gathering and providing, like we are inserting not only new data, but existing data also with new surrogate key. That is in SCD2, we do this. We insert this as a new record. Same
Okay.
treatment will be given to this as a new record only. Okay,
So
so
we are getting new records from the unused port
new record we
in
will
the
get from unused port, and existing record we will get from here. So this is new record, and this is
yes.
existing record. So we are updating both. Like you can see in next phase, first updation happen. After that, insertion will happen for this record. That's why two operation will happen for common record. So we will gather new record from unused one port and existing record from the second port, and we will send it for same operation, insertion. This down is insertion operation, append operation.
Mm.
Okay, then SCT2 is done. Next, we'll go for this component fuse. Fuse we didn't discuss, right? And join with DB also we didn't discuss. So fuse component is used for one-to-one connection. Like if we want to keep data one-to-one together, then we use fuse.
Hello,
Eh, 1 minute.
hello.
Yes.
Uh, no one is there except me actually today.
Yeah, actually, Sangeeta was saying she has some work today. So
I
827
think
it is. Actually, these are
yeah,
small components only.
no,
And
no, no,
some
that's
people.
fine.
Mhm.
That's fine. But problem is, uh, she will missed it. I was thinking if
Sorry?
she has a, means she has was busy, so we can discuss it tomorrow when she is available, na? Or we need to
Yeah, yeah,
continue
sure.
today only.
No issue, we can do it tomorrow. Might be she will miss it. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, sure. These are small
Okay.
components, so we'll complete that tomorrow and then we'll start roll up. Yeah,
Okay.
okay then, Krishna Kumar, we can close
I
now.
have yeah, I have one doubt actually. Uh, One question they are asking like we have to insert the uh, header with after every 10 records. So how
Hmm.
we can achieve that?
Yeah, 1 minute. Header after every 10 record. That means how to analyze this kind of use case, I will tell you from starting. Uh, the input is having 20 records, suppose 1 to 20. And output is having after every 10 record or 5 record or 4 record, like that they say. So after every
Yes,
10
yes.
record, you need to add a header. So record is going to increase, right? So only there
Mm-hmm.
is a generally one component is there which used to increase the record. So first understanding is this. Now after every 10 record we need to add the header. So in normalize we have a length. What the length function do? Or yeah, it used to return number. Like if it is returning suppose 5, then for every single record normalize will run 5 times, and it will just print 5 records in output. It will run from for I equal to 0, index equal to 0 till index less than 5. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 0 to 4, 5 times it will run, and it will print 5 record per record. Like 20 is there, 20 into 5, 100 record it will print an output, right? If you give one, then only 20 record. So here itself we will manage this thing. Like every 10 record, that means if next gen sequence modulus 10 equal to 0, that means it every 10 record, or if every 5 means it's 5 equal to 0, like that. Modulus 10, if it is 10, 20, 30, like that, multiple of 10, then we will make length 2. Okay, else length 1. And in normalize we will send in output like out dot column equal to, if index equal to 0, okay, then in dot column, and we are having just two index 1 and 2, right? So if 0, then in dot column, and when it will become 1, then header. So what will happen by this? See, for first record 1 modulus 10, that will not fulfill condition. So 1 is a length, so index will be only 0 and 1 will be print as it is. Similarly for 2, 3 up to 9 record, same thing will happen. On 10th record, what will happen? This condition will be fulfilled, length will become 2. Index will run 0,
Okay.
1, 2 times. So 0 time it will 10 as it is, it will go, and second time h will go. Okay, so 2 record will be print for every 10th record, then for 20th record, then like that, multiple of. Clear?
Yes.
Okay, any other question?
Yeah, actually, suppose same question like I asked previously to split the files, but this time it was different actually. So, we have to send, we have like records dynamically actually that is getting increased, and we have to send five records in uh, to each of the output files. So, how we can achieve that?
Okay, like input file can be increment daily basis. Like
Yes,
today it is having 1,000 record, tomorrow it may have 2,000 record, like that. And you need
yeah,
to send in output each file 5 records.
yes. Five records for one file and next five for another file.
Yeah, each file 5 records, and number of file can increase or fixed.
No, no, that can increase.
Yeah. So in these cases, we cannot go for partitions or any those kind of thing, because if number of file is fixed, then only we will think for partitioning components. If it is increasing, then we will not think for that, but we will think for either split it based on Unix command, like split hyphen n 5 and your large file dot date and split file underscore. So if it is 1,000, then 5 records per file. It how many files? 1,000 divided by 5. That many file will be created.
Yeah,
Okay.
split I have actually worked. So for split we have to create plan, right? In program task we have to write that logic. Huh?
Yes, yes. Plan we need to create in that sub plan. Like we can have a wait for file which will wait that in this directory if the file is populated or not. Then we will have a sub plan there. We can use a for each loop. In subplan we can call that graph which is running these files or pset, right? So on this for each loop will be run on subplan level. That for each loop will point to this directory, and for each loop is such a loop, like in directory 200 file is there, so it will run 200 times. It will make a pset or graph to run 200 times, and this you can make generic graph, so that its pset value, this $ip, it will be assigned by ab plan dollar input source That parameter will be assigned by AB plan, that variable AB loop current value. That, so that this what is this vector is, for each vector will this particular pointer is pointing the one by one 200 files by for each loop. For each loop will shift this pointer to one by one, like first file, then second file, then two, say third file, and first file will process, then it will be moved to next, then next will process, then third file, like that up to 200 files. This pointer will be moved, and its value will be assigned to this IPC and this pset will be run 200 times. So if next time suppose 2000 file, then again this split command will split it into 400 files, and this for each loop will run 400 times dynamically, because it is pointing the directory. So in directory 400 file and 400 time, like that it will run. Okay, clear?
Okay. Yes.
So all these questions are in which number of file is not fixed. We can go with split command and plan. Like yesterday's question also 100 GB. There also you can use a split command with hyphen B 100 GB, and how
Yeah,
many files? Yeah.
split is easy actually compared to others.
Hmm. Instead of write multi and roll up and all. So easily we can split it on PDL level or somewhere, and then first splitting should happen, then plan should be run. That need to be. For all these kind of questions, this is the answer. If number of file is not fixed, then we can't use partitioning at all, because the n way, that is a fixed way. So if 4 way or 8 way or 32 way, it's fixed way. If number of file is fixed, yes, we want to only 16 files every time, and it should be 16 ways there in MFS. If it is confirmed, then we can think for partitioning component. Otherwise, we can think for this logic only. Okay. Any other question?
I have seen few questions and actually that group I have to collect. I was trying one of the question. Like there was input like A, BB, CC, DD, something like that. I have to
Mhm.
collect actually because I, I haven't seen. Let me try.
Okay, you can search out and send to me in the group, or we'll see that.
Okay,
Uh,
I will collect. I have few questions actually. I will collect them at once and I will share with you.
yeah, sure. So we can discuss in next classes.
Mhm. Oh, thank you.
Okay, fine. Then we'll close now. Bye.
Yeah, sure.